a living, Newman?
I'm a United States postal worker.
Aren't those the guys that always go crazy and come back with a gun and shoot everybody?
Sometimes.
Why is that?
Because the mail never stops. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. There's never a let-up. It's relentless. Every day it piles up more and more and more, and you gotta get it up. And the more you get out, the more it keeps coming in. And then the barcode reader breaks, and it's Publishers Clearinghouse Day.
All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this Wednesday hump day. Yes, Wednesday hump day. Good morning, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman. Yes, the mailman. Heading in to do his appointed rounds. It's going to be beautiful. It was a crisp morning out here. Very crisp. Watched some playoff baseball last night. Kind of crazy. Kind of cray-cray, if you ask me. Dodgers dominate. Yankees. My God, the New York Yankees, the coach, Booty Boone, pulling the starter after dominating, only to watch arguably the worst bullpen in the postseason blow it yet again. Not sure. I understand you can't wear them out, but this is the problem with today's baseball. You know, this is the problem. Now, the Yankees almost came back and won, but Booty Boone, his move, literally killed the Yankees last night. So, in a 3-game series, it's pretty much a wrap, if you ask me. I mean, sorry, I hate these 3-game series. Best team, a lot of times, will not win in a 3-game series. So put in the comments, are you happy that the Yankees lost? Or are you pissed off? Not that I'm a big Yankee fan. I just hate when I see moves like that, you know. But anyway, circling back, Oscar Perini and Vinny Hagan, circling back. Wanted to touch on a couple things. We'll get to Cowboys. Again, midweek before a Jet game. But I want to bring up Travis Hunter. Remember Travis Hunter? Remember the Jacksonville Jaguars trading up and a 2026 first-round draft pick for one Travis Hunter, who was going to play offense and defense, reshape the game as we know it, get more bang for your buck. And some of the pundits out there are calling him irrelevant, a bust. Could you imagine trading up and trading? Wow, yeah, there it is, baby. I gotta get my glasses. I don't even know where they're at. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. I love the sun, but I need my glasses. Let me see if I have them. I'm in the dark here. Yeah, I don't have them, Vinny. They're obviously inside. Fuck. Anyway, I'm going to suck it up. What are we waiting for? Travis Hunter. Through the first 4 weeks of the season, I am doing that video, by the way. The first quarter. I'm gathering info. The first quarter of the season, there will be a video coming out within a day or two. By the weekend for sure. Maybe I'll do a live stream tonight. Maybe I'll do that. But Travis Hunter is not getting open on offense on a good team. It's not like they're a bad team, right? They're 3-1. The Jacksonville Jags go into Candlestick. Oh, it's not Candlestick. They go into Levi Stadium and get the dub against the Bang Bang 49er game. So, again, the Jags are a good football team, and he ain't doing good. He's playing 65% offense. And quite frankly, it's what I told everybody. Travis Hunter may not compute to the NFL. Remember, he was a guy I said I would not trade up. I would be, at some point you have to draft him. I would have drafted him and played him at corner and had some splash plays on offense. I would not make him a full-time offensive player. But again, I'm just a mailman from South Jersey. What do I know? You know what I'm saying? What do I know? So let me know in the comments below. Do you think Travis Hunter is going to be a bust? Is he going to get his act together? Talented player in college, but we've seen that many, many times where not everybody can be a great Rocket Ismail, right? Rocket Ismail. Remember Rocket? Played for Dallas, played for a bunch of teams. Great college football player. Never really translated to the NFL. Some would say Kadri had a better impact. Again, the receiver position is interesting. The Dallas Cowboys. Speaking of the Dallas Cowboys, again, I told everybody I'm going to pick Dallas to win. I'm not going to say they're not. And less like the Chicago game. I think it will be if Dallas doesn't play well, it'll be close and a loss. But if they lose, keep all your assets because you choke. So, but they are only a 2.5-point road favorite. That's it. So everybody wants to talk about the winless Jets, the lowly Jets. They're only favored by 2.5. Now you figure the Jets are a 3-point home, so basically they're saying about 5.5 points that Dallas is better than, which is close. You would have thought that would have been a 6-point line going in, right? Maybe 5. But Dallas is only a 2.5-point road favorite going into New York. Looks like it's going to be beautiful weather. It's a little bit on the edge of being accurate, but all week it's supposed to be beautiful here. It's brisk in the morning, 71 of a high today. So I'm still debating on whether getting up and going. Probably not, honestly, with Vegas coming up. Walker Wade's not coming in. My son has to work. It's like unless somebody local wants to go to the Dallas game, and I don't sit in a cheap seat, so it's going to cost you at least $250. How's that? If you want to spend $250 and go to a game, hit me up. Maybe we'll go, but it's supposed to be beautiful. I haven't decided. If I wake up and see tickets are real cheap, like cheaper for where, like funny enough, Wade, I'm talking to Wade right now, tickets went up since Sunday. Yeah. So if anybody ever wants to go to a game, like I usually buy them off a TickPick because they don't have any fees. Tickets went up. They dropped about $50 a ticket, $75 a ticket right before the game on Sunday, and now they're back up about $50. So I don't know. I would imagine they'll go down before game time. So if I wake up on Sunday early and I can see something I like, I may take the 2-hour drive and go to the game, but don't really feel like doing it myself. So maybe I'll hit one of my old friends up or something. But yeah, Dallas only a 2.5-point favorite. I just watched Sounds of the Sidelines. Always fun. I always think it's ridiculous, though. You know, I understand why, but the website DallasCowboys.com only does Sounds of the Sidelines in victories, and now a tie. Yes, and now a tie, which again, they're leaving too much out on there. Again, I know it's a homerism thing, but you gotta show more than that. You gotta show some of the negative. I want to see the negative reactions. They ain't gonna show us, but but going into the Jet game, right? You got to be able to run the football. White Cotton's going back to New York. New York's decent. It's not like they're a horrible team. And we just beat Justin Fields last year in Pittsburgh. I think that the Jets, again, we'll see. Remember, that was when George Pickens and then slot corner. I already forgot his name. In Jacksonville, 3-1. Slot corner. Put in the comments, who am I thinking of? Got into a fight at Heinz Field. George Pickens was emotional. But, you know, speaking of George Pickens, who am I thinking of? Who's the hell the corner that was a free agent that we let go? It's on the tip of my... Jordan Lewis. Bang! Jordan Lewis and George Pickens got into it. So we just beat... It's not like we can't beat him, but it was a last-second win. And to me, Pittsburgh was not as explosive as this Jets team. Just saying. Am I wrong in that? Was last year's Pittsburgh team with Justin Fields, were they more explosive than this current winless Jet team? I mean, they got Garrett Wilson. You know, they got the running back, number 20. Stud. I like him. So, again, only 2.5 points. It is a concern. But Jerry Jones has spoken. We did hear Jerry Jones on 105.3 The Fan yesterday talk about what a wonderful thing is to be able to have cap room and do whatever they want to do. And they fully intend on being able to do it all, which means, and including George Pickens. Yes, George Pickens, that David Mulligetta, a client, George Pickens. Now, George Pickens is rumored to not to want to get a deal now because CeeDee Lamb is out and he's going to be the number 1 receiver. So if you have George Pickens on your fantasy, start him for the next 3 weeks. You know, just start him because he won't get hot. They're going to give him the ball a lot. And George Pickens is in no rush to get a deal done. And that's the smart move, or at least right now, you know. He's betting on himself. He does, like Micah, though, George Pickens does not hold all the cards. He could be franchised not once, but twice, right? No, once. I think he could be franchised once. Put it in the comments. Can he be franchised twice? Maybe. But George Pickens and Dallas, they fully intend to sign George Pickens. Now, the deal is that Jerry Jones came out and said, and maybe I'll drop the clip in here at the end if I have time. Maybe. Jerry Jones, I don't think so, though, because I don't have time. A lot of times this shit don't upload unless I get right in and upload it. So if you want to hear the clip, go on 105.3 The Fan. Jerry Jones is ecstatic not having the Micah Parsons contract on the books. He said if we were to sign Micah, all this stuff would not have been possible. How they do their salary cap and looking ahead, they would not have brought anybody in. They would not be active at the trade deadline. They would not be doing anything. They would be like, well, we paid you. Kind of like what they did with Dak Prescott. Well, we paid you whatever, $60 million a year. You got to win. You wanted the money. You want to be a team guy. We can get more talent if you take a little less. They have some sort of system that they stick with. So like I told Wade, right? Like I told Wade, it's up to the Dallas Cowboys over the next 3 weeks to get the job done. You got to win the next 3 games. I know that sounds weird coming from a team that only has 1 win. I get it. I totally get it. But you got to find a way to win the next 3 games. It's very doable. At the Jets, if you lose, you choked. At the Panthers, sorry, I know they put up some points in 1 game. You lose, you choke. You got to win. You're better. You got more talent than them. Yeah, you do. Fuckers. So, and then you got to come home and beat the Commandos. You absolutely got to beat the Commandos. So, that's the goal. And then you're 4-2-1, and then even if you go to Denver and lose, you're 4-3-1. Then you come home for 1 more game before the bye. Monday Night Football at AT&T against Arizona. 5-3-1. That's it. That's the goal. 5-3-1 on November 3rd, and then November 4th, you wake up. It's trade deadline day. 5-3-1. You are definitely in the mix going into your bye week. Perfect time to go pick some players. But either way, you got to beat the Jets. Don't listen to Brian. You just got to go win one game. The New York Football Jets. All right, everybody. I will definitely do a 3:15 lunchtime chat live from the mail truck. Appreciate everybody's support. See you then. And come on. Booty Boone. Leave the picture in, brother.
Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones with us here on the Fan. Jerry, we just talked about George Pickens there and how great he was stepping up with CeeDee Lamb out of the lineup. He is playing on the final year of his contract, something that, it sounded like the negotiations were tabled until after this year. Is his future here in Dallas going to largely be determined by how he performs here with CeeDee Lamb out?
No. We saw, first of all, there was a little concern about Pickens relative to team, mellowed in with his teammates, those types of things. Now, I don't know about those specifically. I want to be sure about it. All I've done is actually read a little something about it. Boy, that's not the case. He's an exemplary teammate. He is exemplary in his work preparation. And you can see the results of that out there Sunday. He's obviously reminds me a little of his weight. Has different contortions as he's catching the ball. He can just catch the ball in any sort of set of circumstances. Having said that, absolutely right. And I'm proud to tell you that we've got some outstanding structure in our cap space that will allow us to do a lot of things that I didn't think when we finished this time last year that we might have the room to do some of these things we're talking about doing. We got it. We paid a price for it. We had to not sign some players that we might have thought we should, or fans might have thought ought to be signed. On the other hand, we can do it now. And that's why that I thought our best chance to have the future we want was with some of the actions we...
What y'all, the second team?
We're the first team.
Yeah. We're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. See, that's more natural for us. You've been hanging out with this dude too long.